Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament 2021 edition. These are, in fact, qualifiers, which is something we had not done previously. For those who have never heard me before, I'm Cyber9. You may recognize me from previous Randomizer tournaments, such as the one last year and the one before that. Joining me in the booth today is my good friend and a newcomer to our community, Matt E. Walker. Say hello.
Hello.
So what are you looking forward to here?
Well, actually, I haven't had a chance to watch very much of this randomizer since starting to pick it up and learn to play it, so I'm interested in what I can now pick up on and maybe learn some new things.
Okay, in just a moment here, we're going to give the runners a countdown, and then we'll be set to go, and we'll be off and going. Our featured runners today is veteran runner Charlie Boy, who's also our fearless leader, and a newcomer to me in Matt Philly. But, I'm looking forward to see what we are doing today. This tournament, actually, we have a bit of an incentive going on, as throughout the tournament, we're going to be have donations towards Save the Children. We'll provide a link to that as we proceed throughout this tournament, so then you can may or may not provide donations to it. Also, we are on a updated version of the randomers. This is 6.0, which is going to have a lot of new features to it, and we're going to hopefully get to talk about some of those features throughout the tournament. So with that, I'm going to set loose the floodgates, and it will be set to go.
Does look like we're seeing one of those new additions, which is that the intro story is from A Link to the Past this time.
Alright, so they've been given the go. So it should be showing up here in a moment to get going.
Now, this particular qualifier race is going to be any percent, I believe, zipless.
No, this is just any percent. We're gonna have revealed. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so stage names are going to be pretty much each set of the qualifier is going to have a certain rule set. So our first two races this week is going to feature revealed stage names plus any percent. So these runners are allowed to zip in this race. In fact, for the next 2 weeks, starting today, we're going to have races throughout the next 2 weeks for qualifiers for the tournament. This week, we're going to have the 80% rules. Today and tomorrow, we're going to have revealed stage names. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have the zipless 80%, so it'd be 80% zipped. Right? Look at SRL. I mean, someone did prepare. Yeah, so Saturday and Sunday will be 80% zipless, and then next week
what Matt Philly is. Sorry,
no, that's fine.
Philly was just a little late getting on that screen, and I was scared.
Yeah, but anyway, so today and tomorrow we're gonna have 80% revealed stage names, and then Saturday and Sunday is gonna be zipless, and then next week we're gonna be hiding stage names on the same 2 days. So next Thursday and Friday will be hidden stage names for 80%, and then Saturday and Sunday will be zipless. So look forward to all the races that are coming up in the next couple weeks here as we get ready for the actual tournament through these qualifiers. Today, we just got Charlie Boy and Matt Philly, and we get to see our first Robot Master in Flashman, who is a speedy jumping boy today for us. And he goes down relatively quickly.
And we've got Zeta Crush, whatever that is.
It's whatever you want it to be. And usually with revealed stage names, we're going to go to some of our easier stages. So you're going to see Quick Man, you're going to see Flash Man, you're going to see Metal Man as generally our first 3 stages throughout this race. And generally, what we're really looking forward is our items, so we can get through Flash and Heat much better. That's the main reason why we are doing the easier stages first, as opposed to Hidden, where it's like, good luck.
Actually, mark that they both completed.
Yes, they both completed Quick Man stage. Yep. I saw Chungus in chat. I'm very disappointed that he's not tracking, so, But shout out to 2% Chungus, because last week he was the track machine. But, as we see, we got both our runners on their last screen for their respective stages, with Charlie Boy in Flashman stage and Matt Philly in Metal Man stage. We got some Tiki Torches at Flashman stage, and no, Charlie's not going to check the wall there, which is not surprising. Usually waits till the actual Boom fights to check that. And we'll see who's in Flashman's room, and we got an Airman there. And, looks like we got us a very... yeah, okay. So we had a very cooperative Flashman there, taking all the Buster damage. 4 dots of damage per Buster shot, and just being a one-shotter. And he got item 2 for his trouble there, and he's going to move right on to Airman stage next for Charlie Boy. Matt Philly is in Metal Man's room, and we got Quick Man on the belt, who is also Buster susceptible.
Yeah, a lot of easy bosses so far.
Yep, and Charlie Boy got his item 2 out, and he's got the Peeps facing him from the left. Because if you face left, the Peeps will follow you there, and he's right on through.
I did not know that. That is useful information for me.
Yep. If you see the birds on stage, if you pull out item 2 and you're flying it and you face to the left, they will follow you from the left, your character facing the left side. Looks like Matt Philly is also not going to check the walls at this moment while he is in Flashman stage. So yeah, some of the quality of life changes that have been made throughout in this version of the randomizer, you'll see throughout as pretty much energy packs will be faster recharges. So like that, Charlie Boy switched to item 2, he picked up the big energy, and boom, he got it all back immediately. Like no wasted time there. And when we get to, and we also got a bit of lag reduction taken out of the randomizer as Charlie Boy goes through the Airman door. We got Heat Man in Airman's room, who is also Buster susceptible, looks like. And just like that, Charlie Boy takes down Heat Man. Meanwhile, Matt Philly is taking on Airman in Flashman's room. And much like Charlie Boy, takes him down quickly. So far, so good. Even going 3-3, both runners. As they go to the first...
Also picked up item 1. And I see... Nice. Oh yeah, we knew where item 2 was.
Ooh, Charlie Boy missed his item 2 jump. He wanted to get that jump on item 2 early there, but he just missed it. There we go. So we got both runners in Bubble Man stage. So what you'll see here in Bubble Man stage is actually a new addition to this randomizer. As we go into the underwater section here, usually what happens in vanilla and the previous versions of the randomizer is you'd be getting a bit of slowdown. But we've taken that out, so there is no lag reduction as you go through the underwater section in Bubble Man stage in this version of the randomizer.
Yeah, which can actually be a problem if you're used to how it used to be.
Yeah. Matt Philly going for the Buster only zip here. Oh, did he get it? Oh, he did. Charlie is having trouble trying to get the normal zip with the item 1 here. So Charlie finally gets it. And Matt Philly pulling slightly ahead as both the runners are making their way through Bubble Man stage here. Try to lure out the toothpaste dispenser on the other side of that gap there. You pull it out the leaf shield to dispose of it. Charlie Boy consuming an E-Tank wisely.
Yeah, Charlie Boy just using a damage boost to get past the toothpaste.
Yep. And we see the fact that Matt he had to consume an E-Tank there, never not E-Tanking, and we got Crash Man in Bubble Man's room. And it looks like he's a bit of a jumpy, but not necessarily spammy boy. Yeah. So usually Crash Man reacts to when Mega Man is firing. It looks like he's just doing just that, but he's only shooting out one at a time. Meanwhile, and both our runners. Yeah.
Sorry. This Crash Man isn't as weak to Buster, but it looks like they're just gonna mash him down.
Yep. Alright, and with that, Charlie Boy's gonna move on to Metal Man as Matt Philly goes on to Woodman stage next. So far, Matt Philly's keeping pace with Charlie Boy, who's one of our more veteran runners at this. So I'm curious to see how he handles the rest of the seed as we progress. Charlie Boy, meanwhile, getting the Metal Zip in Metal Man stage. See if Matt Philly coming up will go for good wood. Charlie Boy going for the secondary Metal Zip, which really doesn't save too much time. Philly is not going to go for good wood, it looks like, so he's just going to go ahead and proceed onwards through the rest of Woodman stage the long way. Charlie Boy, meanwhile, entering the metal room where we have Quickman on the conveyor belt. Taking him down rather quickly. So we know item 1, so we don't know where item 3 is at the moment, but we do know where item 1 is. Item 1 is in Airman stage. Charlie Boy has 3 more stages left, including Crash Man, where he's in right now, and Metal and Heat and Wood. And Rabbits are going to give Charlie Boy all the fits, looks like, and said, no, we're going to do Crash Skip on the next stage. Yep, and he gets it.
Yeah, something I'm noticing.
Good.
Something I'm noticing compared to how I play this game, because I don't know what I'm doing yet, is really the strategy of damage boosting through everything and making use of those E-Tanks just for speed. Which I don't have the confidence to do.
When I run tomorrow, you may see a lot of that happening. But Charlie Boy did get the Crash Skip on the second section there, trying to get through all the Lagphibians. And we got Lagphibians on the ladder in Crash. That's rough. And no flash, but he still gets up the ladder in a relatively timely fashion. More Lagphibians on the way up. And 1 rabbit on the ladder. Oof. That's rough. Meanwhile, Matt Philly is making their way through Airman stage now. There was a Bubble Man in One Man's room. I did not see if they got item 3 or not.
I'm not sure. I don't think he did.
Problem. By the way, shoutouts to my co-commentator, Maddie Walker, also taking up the tracking duties today. Thank you. So we got both the runners relatively down.
Oh, that was really
down
cool.
5 robot masters.
Jump with item 2 over the totem.
Yeah. 5 robot masters. Charlie Boy about to take down his 6th. Matt Philly quickly making his way through Airman stage, looking to take down his 6th robot master. And we got Metal Man in Crash Man's room.
Yeah, not super Buster susceptible, but Charlie Boy is
It's not
dodging
much
the
susceptible.
well enough to get through.
Yeah, but it's really more of a typical Metal Man fight. And there's item 3, so it was in Crashman stage. So with 2 Robot Masters left, Charlie Boy is moving on to Woodman next, as Matt Philly takes on Heatman in Airman's room. Yeah, it looks like Charlie Boy is not going to be using item 2 here too much, with the Fat Fiends keeping him at bay, and the Batantons giving him all the fits. Meanwhile, Matt Philly is going to Crashman stage next. So it appears both our runners will use Heatman as their last Robot Master stage. And I didn't notice it beforehand, but those rabbits are in fact Buster immune. Looks like Matt Philly's going to do the stage zipless. So one thing he's going to have to do when he goes up into the elevator section, he's got to switch to another weapon, whether it be metal or wood, to take down those rabbits, because they are Buster immune and they're going to be right on top of the ladder there.
See Charlie Boy doing something that looks like it was setting up for a zip.
Yeah, he's doing good one right now, so he's got to catch the ladder. Just a moment here. Looks like he's getting it back on track and make sure he gets it correct.
It's like, fortunately, those Robbits,
yeah,
I think they're called, are weak to the leaf shield.
That's good news. It looks like Charlie Boy may have gotten himself stuck. There we go. I think he's got it now. Yep, there we go.
So can you soft lock doing that?
I thought he was about to, but it looks like he's got it now.
Okay, what happens if
Well, there is a potential as you're doing that you may just end up in Wily 4, which is pretty much game over. And with that, he's taken on Bubble Man relatively quickly, just mashing into him with the lemons. Matt Philly is making good use of that leaf shield to get up the ladders to get through the Black Amphibians. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy is now on their final Robot Master stage for this seed with Heatman. Looks like we got birds and Mets and shrimp in the first section here of Heatman stage. So, not a terrible enemy set. Could be worse. It looks like the birds are definitely going to keep them from doing the Mega Man 2 Rando exclusive zip in Heatman stage. Ooh, that was close. Charlie Boy make it through the second section here, and now he's gonna. Oh, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be able. I don't know if he's able to do the zip here with those fat feet. I could be mistaken. He might be able to. As someone who's generally a zipless runner, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Nope, he's got it. Okay. All right. So with that, Charlie Boy's gonna quickly make his way through Heatman stage.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sometimes the Fat Fiends, when you see them when you're trying to do a zip, will really, really mess with you. Now that Charlie Boy is going to reach the Heatman door, Matt Philly going to be starting their Heatman stage here in a moment, as it will be their last stage. And I don't know who our Robot Master is off the top of my head. It's Woodman. Alright, so Charlie we're going to mash down Woodman here. And be on his way to
Buster.
Yep. He's going to be on his way to Wily stages. So, for the first time in the, well, I guess in the qualifiers, we get to play the Rando community's favorite game, quote unquote, where you guess the color of the dragon, and for bonus points, guess the weakness. And as my esteemed colleague, doing this for the first time, go ahead and give it a go.
All right, I'm gonna say we will have a grayscale dragon, weak to bubble.
All right. I'm gonna go with my usual choice of a purple grimace dragon that's weak to crash. All right. So we got Joe's littering the front door of Wily 1 here.
I have no idea you can do what Charlie Boy just did, which was go over things in that stage with item 2.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky, but it is possible. You know, Matt Philly having some trouble with the fan fiends in Heatman stage. Got the pause buffer his way through. Yep, there we go. Now it's this one here that's the real troublemaker. Yep. Now,
I've died to that fan fiend right there so many times.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just better off with the complement that he has now. He has item 1. He has multiple weapons. He can do a couple things. One thing he can do is use item 1 himself over the pit. And the second thing he can do, he can test wall weaknesses and hopefully take care of the wall there. And number 3, use flash, which in this case may not be the best choice considering the fact that, you know, it's timed and you have to wait for it to run out. Meanwhile, we got our dragon on Charlie Boy's screen, and if you got Seafoam Green, congratulations. And he's Buster Mute. Shoutouts to Kami-sen. Alright, so Matt Philly making his way through Heatman stage. Finally, Charlie Boy on the Wily 2, gonna refill Flash, looks like there. Also, if you haven't been paying attention, we got randomized music throughout the game for every stage. We're currently listening to Jet Stingray from Mega Man X4. In the Wily stages, 1 and 2 will have the same music, 3 and 4 will have the same theme. Wily 5, the refights, will have one track that plays throughout. But Metal Man will sometimes be a bit glitchy and decide, you know what, we're going to change the track. And then Victory Road will have a track that's been played through the randomizer. But with that, Matt Philly is also now into castle stages. Charlie Boy is at the halfway point of Wily 2. Charlie Boy, I think.
Is that Crusher there always vanilla? I feel like I always see that.
Yeah, that's definitely a vanilla Crusher. It is silly to see it there. I think Charlie Boy was trying to destroy it, but he was just not getting the angle.
I don't remember if it was weak to anything but Buster.
Oh, and vanilla is not weak to anything.
Oh, I mean in this seed.
Oh, I don't even remember. I wasn't even paying attention. He was trying to get rid of it so that he wouldn't have to take damage, but the Peep was definitely not allowing him passage. But taking on Pico is Charlie Boy. And it's not Buster. How about Leaf? Not Leaf. Gonna try Metal. Metal is a weakness. So Pico's unique as far as Wily bosses go, as he's gonna have 3 weaknesses. And it looks like we found the second one in air, and I think that's the one we're gonna go with. Got the second one. I think he said he's had enough of that because it's too slow and it's on screen and way too long. Not bubbles, so it's heat. Heat's the other one. Oh wow, these weaknesses are awful. I would just stick to metal.
Yeah, Matt Philly is on a... It's like a difficult screen that I don't think I noticed before. That ladder.
Yeah. Looks like
and I'm guessing we have vertically inverted leaf shield, so...
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Fortunately, that shrimp decided he was gonna go away, so that's fortunate for Matt Philly there. But yeah, he had initially the right idea, generally, as sometimes we like to call it the community the Bob strats of using Flash to go up that screen, which I use too. But he timed using his Flash wrong, so he got stuck with the Mets lemons being in the way, so that didn't help him. Alright, so Charlie White making this.
I'm still amazed by the strategy of just being inside an enemy's hitbox at all times, so that you have iframes and you can just go past them. Which Charlie Boy I'm sure can do because he has confidence in his Guts tank fight that's coming up, and isn't gonna take whatever the 7 points of damage that he has left in that one fight.
I think Charlie may end up having to take an E-Tank here, but we'll see. He is at the halfway point, so it wouldn't be too much of a... It would be a loss in time, but, you know, he wouldn't be going too far back. And it looks like it's a Metal Weak Guts tank. But he matches it down anyway, no E-Tanks eaten here. So Charlie Boy is moving on to Wily 4, the Great Equalizer, or the or the Great Educator, however you want to look at it. Because one thing's for sure, you're gonna get schooled. Looks like Mad Philly's gonna take the time to test Crash Wall weaknesses. It's not Vanilla Crash. How about air? It's air. So we now know our Crash Walls are weak to air.
The old Charlie Boy's gonna handle it. Oh, he's gonna Flash Stopper.
Yep, he picked up a bit of energy back at Wily too, so he had that in reserve. Mad Philly is going to take a lot of damage here, trying to get up the Wily 2 wall there with item 3. I think Charlie was trying to do the vertical zip there with item 1, but didn't quite get it. Ooh, that's a bit risky there, Charlie, but fortunately for him, the randomized invisible floor tiles did not trip him up.
Yeah, so it looks like Matt Philly found the air shooter weakness first for the Picos.
Oh boy. So we got Lacphibians in the anxiety room, so hope you're ready for a slow time.
Oh, but we did... So, was that actually one of the things fixed in this rando version? Apparently it used to be the flag could kill you on vertical screen transitions.
I don't know if our community members Squidvan and Daggett had actually fixed that. I know they had worked on it, but the main point is that you don't take damage as you're going through the screen, because usually that's how screen scrolling would work. But Charlie White doesn't take any damage, but it makes his way through the anxiety rooms, and now he's going to try and get the YD4 zip here and wiggle his way through. And he is through the door, and he's going to take on the Boo Beams. So the one thing that's for certain when it comes to the Boo Beam fight is whatever the Crash Wall weakness is, it's not going to be the same for the Boo Beams. So we know at viewing that it's not that the walls are weak to air, but Charlie does not do that.
What just happened on Matt Philly's screen? Is that a crash?
That's a big F. That definitely looks like a crash to me.
Just gonna check the Discord, see if I can find what's happening there. Yeah, emulator crash. It's unfortunate.
Oof, that's rough. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy is still taking on the Boo Beams, and he wisely decides, let's just take an E-Tank for safety, and then finishes off the Boo Beams, and still trying to get a hold of Matt Philly. And is he verbally saying he's forfeiting?
I I don't know. We're not an SRL, so I don't know if that's an official forfeit. I'm just interpreting what I'm seeing on Discord.
I hear that.
But
meanwhile, Charlie Boy is taking on the refights, and I think he's going the proper way, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he's going the wrong way. But folks,
I usually go.
But either way, Matt Philly showed a lot of promise. Having not seen him beforehand, so I look forward to see how he progresses throughout the race. Meanwhile, Charlie is gonna cruise into finishing out the rest of the sea, as he's now halfway through his refights. Well, one thing that's for certain, folks, is today is not the only qualifier race. We got one tomorrow at 8 p. We got one on Saturday at 3, and we got one on Sunday at 8. So look forward to those throughout the week.
Here.
Ooh. So yeah, throughout the next couple weeks, we will have qualifying races. I believe slots are still open, so if you are interested in this tournament, please please join the Discord and sign up, as I'm pretty sure there are plenty of slots still open to join this tournament. So we got races again, like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and then next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow evening at 8 p. We are again doing this particular set of revealed stage names any percent. Saturday and Sunday, though, we are doing any revealed zipless. So depending on how you feel like racing, may be what you decide to do for that day. So if you feel like you're a better zipless runner than you are any percent, then you may consider doing that. If you want to do any percent not zipless, you may consider joining that race. But again, if you're interested in joining, come join the Discord and sign up. I believe signups are still available, if I'm not mistaken. So Charlie Boy is taking on the machine, and clearly he is not Buster immune, so Charlie is just going to go ahead and mash him down.
Charlie actually dodged one of those bouncing shots, which I didn't even know was possible. Just ran under it.
Yep, that's generally the idea. Definitely going under it.
And I think we're gonna see a fun trick that is actually pretty easy in this stage, which is that if you're on the right side of the screen, the camera can't keep up with you. Oh no, we're gonna see zip.
Yeah, this is 90%. He's gonna zip through. He's gonna crash the door.
Dang. Okay, so not as easy a trick to learn.
I'll do that tomorrow. Don't worry. Alright, but we are going to get some page 2 gambling. It's not Crash or Metal. Not Buster. It's Air. So this is relatively quick alien, and down it goes, and with official SRL time of 30:55, Charlie Boy has finished this race. Get those GGs in the chat for Charlie Boy for finishing up. Let's see if we can get him in here for an interview. Might have to actually send him a Discord invite, considering. Oh yeah, right.
They are marked done, so they should have invites.
Right, I forgot about that. I forgot that's a thing you can do, or how that works. I haven't done any of these races on SRL or speed gaming in a while, so I forgot how your things work.
I wonder if I can take this time to promote a feature that I actually worked on for the randomizer, which is that all of the screen flashing is removed. So in the credit sequence, normally it would flash between like 2 different scenes, but none of that happens now. It's like,
and those with photosensitive eyes, certainly thank you for that.
it looks like we have Charlie Boy and Matt Philly with us.
All right, hey guys, GG's.
Hey, what's up, guys? GG's.
Matt Philly, first and foremost, thank you for joining the tournament. I want to say you, aside from the unfortunate crash there, you were running exceptionally well. So,
oh, thank you, man. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I've never had that issue before, like ever. So that was kind of a bum out.
Yeah. So, I assume we'll be seeing you again amongst the other qualifiers as we continue on here.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try another qualifier. I can't go out like that. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
If I'm gonna get eliminated, I'd rather get eliminated by be completely not through computer crashes.
Yeah. So I look forward to that. I look forward to you. You were actually hanging in there with Charlie Boy for a good while there before that unfortunate turn.
Yeah, the run. I mean, for me, I felt pretty confident until I got to heat. Those fans are my nemesis in that one section. I still can't seem to just kind of gather myself there. So I had a couple of deaths that definitely set me back. But other than that, I felt pretty confident.
Well, if you watch the VOD, I left you a tip.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know I mentioned I've had that exact thing happen to me with those exact enemies in that exact place.
Oh, yeah, it's a definite nightmare there, especially because of their placement. You're kind of in a rock and a hard place at that time.
Yeah, because like you try to walk away at all and they're gone, and then it's like your physics changes depending on where the screen is. It's awful.
Yeah, it's feels bad man moment for sure.
All right, so let me ask our other runner here, Charlie Boy. How's it feel being back?
Yes, sir. Oh man, it feels great, dude. Like always, I look forward to these every year. It's a lot of fun hosting these for you guys, and get to build up the community at the same time. Expose a lot of new people to the greatness that is Mega Man 2 Randomizer. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot of fun for me, and yeah, I enjoy it every time.
A little unfortunate with that crash death because it looked like you might have been on sub 30 pace there.
Yeah, well, I don't think I died in the crash stage, or did I?
The refight.
I think.
The refights. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I definitely did. Yeah, just the littlest things can make a run like go from sub 30 to to like not sub 30 anymore. I was on sub 30 pace, definitely 5th Robot Master. I know the 8-man splits aren't exactly like very very reliable, seeing that you always switch up your stage order, but I still keep the splits just to kind of get an idea of what kind of pace I'm on. And like, even the last time I raced this game was actually racing you, Siberian Bull, in a marathon race for No Reset not that long ago, and I PB'd in that. So that was my first sub 30. I got a 28:28, and even around my 5th Robot Master, I was a minute and 10 ahead of that. So that just kind of gives you an idea. Sub 27 is possible. I mean, even on the sub 28 is possible. even on the old patches, I believe Prodigy and Metalo was hitting like 27s and whatnot. So I mean, yeah, pretty crazy. And I'm getting to where I can get those kind of paces on this. Of course, there's a lot of quality of life changes that kind of speed up little things in the game as well. But hey, I mean, I'll take what I can get. But yeah, I was on that kind of pace until like the 7th Robot Master, and then all of a sudden started adding time, 13 seconds afterwards for the 8th, and then I was up to 59 for Wily 2, and then I was plus 153 at Wily 4, and then I ended up plus 226 off of PB, which is still like 30 minutes and 55 seconds, which is still incredibly fast for this game. So, I've come a long way in the last 4 years, and yeah, I mean, I'm back here to hopefully win this time. Yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I hate that Matt Philly had his emulator crash on him. Like, I kind of want to, I don't. I am host of the tournament. I mean, I might have to like talk this over with some of the other admins, just to make sure it's fair, because I don't want it to be like a one-sided thing. But I don't really want to auto qualify, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, I don't know. In normal tournament play, that probably would be looked at and reconsidered, and to see like what the situations are and stuff, who's ahead, yada yada yada. Will we give this guy the point? Will we call it a redo or whatever? So, I mean, we might add on another qualifier race. I mean, there was only 2 people in this race. Every other race has 4+ currently right now. So, I mean.
Yeah, we're the only ones that wanted to do one on a Thursday in the daytime, so.
Yeah, I mean, this was supposed to be a European-friendly time zone, too. Unfortunately, I mean, the qualifiers has just started. This is the first one. However, yeah, I haven't heard much from our 2 European winners from the last 2 years. I think Prodigy said he's actually going to have to end up sitting this one out, unfortunately, due to circumstances or whatever. So that's unfortunate, but that will mean if either one of them don't show up for the qualifiers, we'll have a new winner this year. So that would be quite the excite. But regardless, and yeah, just for those who aren't familiar with the tournament and what's happening this year around, we're doing 8 qualifier races. The winner of each is going to be in the qualifier final bracket. We are also hosting a non-qualifier final bracket for anybody who does not qualify, who just wants to run for fun, and just and the. There's also prize incentive this year, hopefully, assuming that we can raise money through the Matcherino, and because that was something mentioned in the Discord over the last couple years, that why race just for fun when you could do perhaps community crowdfunding and stuff. So there's that, and then of course there's also a charity fund this year for Save the Children. I'm gonna have to re-look at the link because somebody brought it to my attention that whenever I made the link in February, that for whatever reason it expired. So the current link is expired for whatever reason, but yeah, we'll make sure to get that up and running very soon. So that way, if you guys are fortunate enough to perhaps donate for the cause and whatnot, we're not just doing it for fun this year. We're raising money for charity and for our runners as well. So yeah. So I'm so glad that you guys are having us back on the network this year, SpeedGaming and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, have a lot of fun, and hope to see you guys in the next qualifiers.
No children will be saved in the running of this tournament.
All the children will be saved, sir. All of them.
Oh, not with that broken link.
Right. I'll make sure to get on it.
All right. Well, I don't think I have anything extra to add. Matt Philly, I look forward to seeing more of you. And just to run down our schedule once again, folks. Tomorrow night at 8, we're gonna see this flag set again of revealed stage names and percents. So come and watch that. Saturday and Sunday is gonna be the zipless version of revealed stage names, and then next week we are hiding the stages. So next Thursday at 3, or next. Oh, I'm sorry, because Charlie Boy decided to flip these on us. So I always think it's 3-8, 3-8, 3-8, but no, it's not that.
Yeah, I mean, just in case, it kind of I tried to cover all.
Yeah, no, I know exactly why you did that. So then we can hopefully appeal to our European audience.
Yeah, the European audience, and like so 2 days are friendly. Thursday and Saturday are friendly this week for Europeans, and then Fridays and Sundays, just in case, like, and then vice versa for North Americans, just in case you happen to be, I don't know, at work during some of the races, or you can't attend for whatever reason. Then there's like plenty of possibilities to try and qualify.
Yeah. So yeah. Tomorrow at 8. Saturday at 3, Sunday at 8, next Thursday at 8, next Friday at 3, next Saturday at 8, next Sunday at 3. But next week is going to be hidden. But tomorrow night, going to be this set revealed 80%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So come check that out. I'll be there on the other side, but we'll see what happens. And I don't know.
I have things to add.
Go ahead.
So first of all, if what you saw today looks interesting and you think you might want to try that, I would encourage you to pick up the randomizer and just try it out casually. It's a challenging randomizer. It may be more of a sort of puzzle game as you try to figure out how to deal with the things that the randomizer throws at you, but it's a lot of fun, and I would encourage people to pick it up, join the Discord, follow our runners, Charlie Boy, Matt Philly, follow my co-commentator, Siberian Bull 9, who I feel did most of the work today.
No, it's fine. You were pressing the buttons behind the scenes, so And with doing pretty much a best of one, more or less, we had a lot to cover in a short amount of time. So hopefully I covered as much as I could with what we had.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, thanks, Matt Ewok Herd here in Siberian Bull for the comms. Big shout outs to Matt Philly for the race. Thanks so much for showing up. And yeah, I mean, I'll talk it over with the admin team, and we'll see if maybe we even squeeze in another qualifying race, seeing of the circumstances with this one, or if not, then I guess I qualified. But I really don't like the like question mark about it, so I'd rather oh, he qualified, period. You know what I mean? Just so no auto quals type thing. So. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned to our Discord. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. GG's, Charlie.
Yeah, GG.
All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Yep. See y'all tomorrow. Take care.
Take care.